What is up, guys? Today is the day. Samsung Fold Day, we can call it, right? Actually, well, it's not exactly the day, but I guess that would be when the Samsung Fold launches. But I am so pumped. This morning, every day, obviously, I search something Samsung. And this morning, I looked at YouTube and did a little bit of Google searching and saw that everybody is posting like crazy the Samsung Fold videos of the new version of the Samsung Fold. So I felt compelled to post a message for you guys. My reviews and my thoughts and my comments are more from an average consumer perspective. It's not so much like, oh my God, hey, they changed the hinge, because we all know that. We've seen the videos, we're reading the postings, we're reading the boards and so forth, and so we're all aware of the changes. But what people don't talk about is from an average consumer's point of view. So somebody that is a Samsung fan, that's had the Note series, that has had the S series, kind of what are their thoughts of what we're seeing here? Very few people talk about that. So I want to change the game a little bit and talk about kind of the good and the bad today from what I'm seeing so far. All right, I'm going to start with the good. I am happy to see that Samsung has made some significant changes to protect the device. That makes me feel much better about putting this thing in my pocket. I'm not going to get, dust and dirt and things, basic everyday elements into the phone, and it's going to be jacked up after 2 or 3 months. That definitely sounds great. I wish they would talk a little bit more about this so-called metal layer that was added underneath the screen. I would love to know a little bit more technical detail behind that. If I'm going to spend $2,000 on the phone, tell me precisely what that was. I don't know if it's something gimmicky that they did, but we shall see in due time, I guess. But that does get me excited. A couple of the reviewers said that the unit seemed more stable, I guess, or just more durable in the hand, felt more premium. So if you guys think back to some of the initial reviews on this, some of the big time reviewers were saying that this thing felt super premium in the hand. They were kind of going over the top about how great it felt in the hand. So for somebody to say it feels improved or better, that's a great sign. If you're going to spend $2,000 on a phone, again, this is an average consumer perspective review. That's what I'm hearing. I'm reading between the lines and I'm like, oh my God, people loved this phone the first time. So if they're saying things have been improved, that is awesome. So I am very excited to hear that. The fixes, we'll call it, do get me excited. They make me happy that if I'm going to spend, give my left leg for this device, that I'm going to get something that's going to be durable. So happy to see the fixes. That's awesome. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't surprise us with anything else. Like the Aura Glow color, or, hell, I know it's too late in the game to change and add a time of flight sensor, but wouldn't that have been awesome? There's cameras all over the thing, but if you guys look at what I'm recording right now, with the kind of the bokeh effect happening, you're not going to get this in the Samsung Fold. So this is something that I've been doing for you guys in recording my videos with the Note 10 Plus. And I love it. You can see I'm moving around and it kind of stays focused. And it creates kind of a cool, soft effect for your background. And I think it makes it a little bit easier to focus on what I'm saying. So maybe I'm crazy, but let me know what you guys think on that. But if the Fold doesn't do that, which I don't think it will, that is going to be a feature that I'm greatly going to miss. Because I record a lot of these on-demand things. I run across this stuff online and I quickly make videos and post them for you guys. A little bit different than the super production of most of your YouTubers. But hopefully, in fact, I've heard from a few of you guys that you appreciate kind of my spontaneous videos. But so back to the good of the Samsung Fold. The fixes are awesome. I am telling you, I think this thing is going to be awesome in the hand. Throwing it in your pocket, doing little one-handed texts. I do a million texts every day with my friends and family, and I noticed the Samsung, or the Note Plus, is a little bit large in the hand, so I've almost dropped it a couple times trying to do one-handed text. So I think that the Fold is going to help me avoid that issue. And I'm really excited to see how big the screen actually feels after having the Note 10 Plus in my hand. I think the 4:3 aspect ratio is going to be super sweet for searching the internet. So kind of the let's see, I guess some of the good things are still some of the old things that were from the first version to the second version, or the 1.1, if you want to call it that. They've kind of transitioned over, so some of the great things are still there, the same things. But essentially, I guess now I want to talk about the bad, right? This concerns me a little bit. So if right now I'm rocking the Note 10 Plus. The Note 10 Plus has super fast charging. It has the latest and greatest of pretty much everything. The screen is awesome. The screen is huge. The time of flight sensor that we talked about. Everything that it has to the updated camera software, which is doing the bokeh effect here. And I guess it's just an all-around awesome package. So when you think about the Fold, think about that. Okay, it came out originally in April. And every 6 months or so, there's usually differences in the cell phones that are coming out. There's usually significant enough differences for someone to upgrade. About every 6 months, you got to consider the cycle of the S series versus the Note. The Note 10 came out, and now in 6-7 months, we're going to have the S11. And then at that point, 6 months down the road again, then we're going to have the Note 11. So about every 6 months. It was a long time ago now when the Samsung Fold originally launched, and it quickly, maybe the software became quickly outdated. So it's a lot of compromise, I think. I talked about this in my previous video, but again, now seeing the new version, I'm like, it almost feels there's like this little hesitancy on my part that it feels, I hate to say it, you guys are going to kill me for saying this, but a little like out of date already. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Fold's going to come out, and I feel like they're going to come out with the Fold 2 in like 7 months. So anybody that spends $2,000 now is going to be sitting on something that's worth like, I don't know, maybe $1,000 in 7 months. Usually we lose about half the value of our cell phones in about that 7-month mark. So if you guys are with me, I mean, that's a hell of a lot of money you're going to drop to be an early adopter of the Samsung Fold. So right now, that's kind of really the only bad thing I'm seeing with the device. Obviously, the waterproof thing, that's a huge bummer, but that's part of the deal. If you want to have the Samsung Fold, you're going to have a non-waterproof device. And then as far as kind of not being the latest and greatest, I'm usually the person who buys the latest and greatest. And, rocking the Note 10 Plus, that's kind of the latest and greatest. The Fold is bringing something different, but it's not bringing all the latest and greatest technology per se. It's bringing you the foldable screen, and that's kind of it. It's bringing you things that were on the S10, the cameras from the S10 and so forth. But anyway, I am still going to be very first in line to get the Samsung Fold. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. I will get this thing 100%. I'm going to do a face-off over the first few days. Note 10 Plus versus the Fold. And we'll see how things pan out. But right now, I definitely wouldn't go with the 5G version. Look at my other video I just posted with the notes on the smaller battery. I'm going to go the LTE version. It's going to be silver. I did notice that Samsung updated their website, so it no longer shows the Martian green and that fancy blue color. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but stalking this thing every day, I see these little differences. So I noticed that Samsung has gradually updated. I'm hoping that tomorrow we get some information on the pre-registration, or well, I should say the pre-order at this point, because the pre-registration was already up, which, by the way, I did not see today. So if you have not pre-registered for this device, it looks like that might have gone away. So hopefully you guys appreciate this video and enjoy what I'm talking about here. Definitely give me some thoughts and comments below, and we'll keep the discussion going on the Samsung Fold. I expect more and more information as we get through the day today in the next couple days. I will keep you guys posted, and I will keep you guys up to date with videos on more of the real consumer perspective versus, hey, I'm a multi-millionaire YouTuber and I'm going to post information that you've heard 10 times over and over in the last 3 hours. So thanks, guys. Peace out. Have an awesome day.